I just finished up with this example. I have 3 more examples to go through. So starting with number 16 here, I am going to go ahead and say y equals mx plus b. Should be used to this process by now. We have x and we have y. This is a point on the line. We're going to plug in -2. -2 equals -1. Replace my x value with 0 plus b. So I have -2 equals -1 times 0, which is 0, plus b. So I have -2 equals b. So now I have my m and my b. That allows me to write my equation of the line, y equals mx plus b. So I end up getting y equals -1x plus -2. So this ends up giving me -x minus 2. Now, one thing I want to point out to you is I wouldn't have had to go through that whole process had I recognized that I had a y-intercept to start with. How do I know this is a y-intercept? Well, this is the point, 0, -2. It's right there on the y-axis. So notice how I really did have m and I had b to start with. There's my m and there's my b. Works out either way, even if you don't realize that. Next example, let's go ahead and solve. I've got y equals mx plus b. I'm going to plug in my y as 4, my m is -1/5, my x is -10 plus b. So I have 4 equals, well, right here, -1/5 times -10 over 1. Cross reduce, -1 times -2 is a +2 plus b. Solve for b by subtracting 2 from both sides. I get b is 2. So I have my m and I have my b, and I can write my equation of the line. My final answer would be then y equals -1/5 x plus 2. Last example, what I have is, again, y equals mx plus b. At this point in time, you should be flying through these. You've got the process down. You've got 7 you're plugging in. You've got -2/5 for your m. Your x value is 3 plus b. The only thing that's difficult about this one is I'm finally going to get a number that is not a whole number when I multiply. So when I multiply these together, I get -6 over 5. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this as a mixed number. It is up to you. But typically if I have a improper fraction right here, I'll go ahead and make it a mixed number because it does make it easier sometimes, most of the time when you have a whole number on the other side. Sometimes not. You could also make common denominators. I'm going to go ahead and solve this. So I'll add 1 1/5 to both sides, which gives me 8 1/5. So my final answer will be y equals mx plus b. I'll plug in my m, and I'll plug in my b to get y equals -2/5 x plus 8 1/5.